Daddy, please.
Sleep now.
Yes. I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid.
She's asleep now. Put her down.
Sleep well. Sleep well, my little Anne.
Dear Kitty, tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, the festival of light, of hope. We couldn't bring our menorah with us, so we made one of our own.
Oh, but what are you doing, Mr. Frank? You're supposed to let it burn.
Yes, you're right, but given the present circumstances, I think we had better economize on candles. They may come in very handy one day. May we all be blessed with good health until the end of this terrible war and our rapid liberation.
Amen.
Anne.
No!
Anne, stop acting silly. Take your blanket off your head. You've had the flu for almost a week now. Come on now, sit up. Oh, Dr. Dussel wants to examine your... Oh, take the blanket off your face.
No!
Anne, please stop acting like a baby.
No, I don't want him to touch me. He's a dentist, not a real doctor.
I studied medicine, young lady, whether you like it or not.
We don't want the flu to turn into pneumonia.
Leave this to me.
Huh? Mommy, help! No, tell him to stop, Mommy. It won't help. Mr. Dussel's half deaf.
I'll have you know I hear everything I need to hear perfectly well. She'll be all right.
It's been 7 months since we went into hiding in the secret annex. Terrifying things are happening outside. Resistance members are executed in the street. Machine gun fire's 100 times more frightening than bombs. Jewish families are arrested day and night and deported. No one is able to keep out of it. The whole world is at war. There is nothing we can do but wait until the misery comes to an end.
Anne! Meep's here, come!
Peace in 1943.
That's what we all wish. And it's my favorite cake, too.
Could I have that big piece just over there?
And I like that one, Meep.
Please, gentlemen, let's not forget our manners.
Thank you so much, Meep. Let's hope that our wish for peace will come true this year.
I don't want to alarm you, but I think you should know that it's getting harder and harder to find food. For everyone, that is. I try my luck in the more distant neighborhoods, but after waiting in line for hours, I find there's almost nothing I can buy. A few string beans, some cabbage, a handful of rotten potatoes.
What'll become
It
of
won't
us?
be easy finding you provisions. Everything's become so expensive on the black market.
Meep, don't forget the risk you take. Of course, our reserves of cans and dried vegetables won't last forever, but we'll just have to tighten our belts, that's all.
Meep, I have an idea. Why don't you see if you can find someone who would like to buy my suit?
I won't hear of it.
We need the money, dear, so why not? Besides, what do I need a suit for here anyway? If we can manage to sell it, then Meep can buy food for us.
All right, Mr. Van Dan. I'll try to find someone who will buy it at a good price.
Meep, I don't want to take advantage of your kindness, but if you could find some tobacco for me, I would really be deeply grateful.
Oh, you broch. What a husband.
Dear Kitty, at the moment, I'm going through a period of feeling depressed. My longing to talk to someone became so intense that somehow or other, I took it into my head to choose Peter. Is the radio broken?
I hope you're going to be able to repair it quickly, young man.
The radio might not have broken if you didn't trim the knobs all the time.
Do you think you can fix it, Peter?
Yes, if he promises not to touch it again.
Are you insinuating that I do not know how to use a radio correctly?
Leave me alone, I can't concentrate. I'm going up to the attic to work on it.
Yes, go on, Peter. Change of air will do you some good.
He'd better be careful that he doesn't break it permanently.
Can I help you with anything, Peter?
Yes, you can hold Mushi for me. Thank you.
Do you ever think about what you want to do later on, when we leave here, after the war?
I'd like to go to the Dutch Indies and live on a plantation where it's sunny.
I'm going to study art history and live in London and Paris for a while.
It was just a loose wire, that's all. It'll work fine now. Let's hope we hear only good news over it.
I'm longing, so longing for everything. To talk, for freedom, for friends, to be alone. I can feel my heart beating as if it's saying, "Can't you satisfy my longings at last?"
Be careful not to be seen by anyone outside.
I am careful. I just want to breathe some fresh air.
You're right. I would gladly give up eating if I could only breathe some fresh air. And it's spring too, isn't it?
I feel the awakening of spring in me. I feel it in my body and in my soul. I think what is happening to me is so wonderful, and not only what can be seen on my body, but all that is taking place inside.
Anne, would you like to talk a bit?
You know, Margot, I'm a woman now. This is just my third period, but I feel that in spite of the pain, the unpleasantness, and the tiredness, I have a wonderfully sweet secret inside of me. Oh, look at the birds. I adore them. I envy their freedom.
Would you let me read your diary one day?
Well, yes, perhaps certain parts of it. I have the feeling that you're jealous of my seeing Peter alone, that it makes you sad.
No, you're wrong.
It can't be much fun being a fifth wheel.
I'm used to it.
Don't say that.
I'm happy for you that you found a friend here. Anne, what do you want to do in the future?
My greatest wish is to become a journalist and then later on a famous writer. I can shake off everything when I write, everything. My sorrows disappear and my courage is reborn, you see?
Yes. I would like to be a teacher or a midwife and take care of little babies.
After the war, what I want to do is to publish a book that I'm going to call The Secret Annex. I only hope I'm capable of doing it. My diary will certainly be a big help.
You'll do it, Anne. I'm absolutely sure of it. You're very ambitious and you have a lot of talent. It's nice talking together like really close friends.
Yes, that's what two sisters should be like. Dear Kitty, anti-aircraft fire and bombing, monstrous air battles. We've forgotten what a quiet night is like. The house trembles. The bombs don't fall too far from here. Imagine, Kitty, the annex in flames and all of us having to leave. It would be a last resort since being out on the street would be just as dangerous for us as the bombings. Mummy, I only have one blouse. My sweater's too small. It barely covers my navel. What are you doing?
I'm mending Margot's blouse for the 10th time.
Can't you see that I'm a woman now? All of my undergarments are too small and worn out. I can't wear them.
You shouldn't complain. Think about the horrors in the world, people dying. You should consider yourself lucky to be alive and safe.
You really know how to raise someone's morale, Mummy.
I'm sorry, but do you think my morale's high with this interminable war? You may think you're a woman now, but you're just an insolent little child.
Listen, Mummy. Ugh. I'm not a child anymore. The long months shut up in here have matured me more than you think. If you just let me be myself, I might be able to find some happiness here.
It's shameful you spend so much time alone with Peter. You shouldn't go up to the attic so often to see him. It makes no sense at all to encourage him.
Oh.
Peter.
Don't you find it surprising that Anne is so quiet this evening?
Mother, why can't you leave her alone for once?
Well, her silence is rather surprising. She must be thinking about the next chapter of her masterpiece.
Or about the incomparable taste of this rotten potato. Yuck.
Will you all leave her alone?
If God lets me live, I will achieve more than Mummy has. I will not remain insignificant. I'm going to work for mankind. You know, Kitty, it's paradise here compared to the outside. Many of our Jewish friends have been arrested by the Gestapo and then transported in cattle cars. We assume that most of them are murdered. The BBC talks about concentration camps and gassing. Oh, Lise, my friend. Oh. No. No, Lise. No, please. Don't. Take my hand.
Let them.
Anne! Please. Please take my hand.
Anne, don't leave me. Anne, please.
Please. I'm here, Lise. Lise, I'm here. I'm here.
Calm down, Anne. Calm down. It was a nightmare. It's all right now. Go back to sleep. Don't worry. Go back to sleep.
Here, Anne.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, my dear.
Oh, thank you. It's so pretty. And a pair of shoes, too.
For your 14th birthday, everybody in the annex chipped in. You're growing so quickly. You really need them.
Thank you.
Oh, it's that horrible cat
Come
again.
here, Mushi. Come on.
Oh,
Mushi.
What a lovely young lady
You look
are.
really nice. Happy birthday, Anne.
It's a shame of
Anne's
it.
not a child anymore.
Such elegance and poise.
It's a shame I made love.
Thanks to you all. One and two and up. And hop.
With your cigarettes and pipe tobacco, all our money is going up in smoke.
Get me away from her before I do something.
Stop it! Calm down!
Again and again I ask myself, would it not have been better for us if we hadn't gone into hiding? If we were all dead now and not going through all this misery? I want to go on living even after my death, and that's why I'm grateful for this gift of being able to write and express my innermost thoughts.
For tomorrow's French lesson, go over your irregular verbs.
D'accord, Papa. Thank you, Margot. Dearest Kitty, winter is really severe, and our food supply has gone further and further down. Stale, dried-up bread, potatoes and salad that have a sweet, rotting smell, dumplings made out of flour that are so heavy and sticky that you feel as if they're rocks in your stomach. When you're hungry, though, you can't complain.
We need money, so I've decided that we're going to sell your fur coat.
What? You'll do no such thing. I love that coat, and I won't let you sell it under any circumstances. You understand?
Will you stop being so selfish? You've had that old rabbit fur for almost 20 years now. Meep can probably sell it for 300 florins.
Me, selfish! I don't believe what I'm hearing. If you spent less on your horrible tobacco, we would have money to buy food. And besides, I have every intention of wearing my coat when the war is over.
When the war's over, you must be dreaming. We have to survive. And we can't survive if we have nothing to eat.
I can't take it anymore. This war is so long. The Nazis are bound to win in the end.
Bite your tongue! Peter!
It's me, Peter. Hello, Mushi. You've been crying.
My parents fight so often.
If only I didn't have to be stuck with them all of the time.
Oh, Peter, I know how you feel, and I'd love to help you if you wanted me to. It gnaws away at you. Even if you don't say anything, you still take all their fighting to heart. I'm so happy to be here together with you.
So am I, Anne. We're not alone anymore. Oh.
Peter.
Peace in 1944.
This is the second time we've celebrated New Year's here. Meep, we don't know how to thank you for the risks you've taken to help us these last 18 months.
Don't thank me, and I'll continue to do my best. Until the liberation, and let's hope that's soon.
Yes, the end of the war in 1944.
That's right. We must never give up hope.
Meep, would you try to sell my lovely fur coat?
Darling, wait. Perhaps you shouldn't sell it.
No, I behaved very foolishly the last time we talked about it. Here, Meep, try to get 300.
Petronella. Peace at last in 1944?
Yes.
Psst. I love you.
Edith,
What?
stay here. Shh.
Why, what is it?
Shh.
Be careful.
What could it be?
A thief, perhaps. I'd better go down and see.
Mushy, stay here. Stop it. It must have been burglars, and when they heard the noise, they got frightened and ran.
If they suspect that there are Jews hiding here, they could give us away.
It's all because of that miserable cat. How many times have I said we have got to get rid of him?
I can't take any more.
Shh. Somebody is opening the front door. Huh?
Hey, we better check this. An open door at this time of night? That's very strange. Look at the mess in here.
Burglars must have gotten into this office. That's why the front door was broken in.
They must have made a fast getaway. Look at this.
Yeah, forget it. It doesn't lead anywhere. It's just a bookcase.
Yeah, you're right. It's late. Let's go back and file a report.
That night, I really thought the Gestapo would find us and that we would all be deported.
Los, schnell! Beeil dich! Los, rauf auf den Lastwagen!
Mr. Frank, I don't want to alarm everyone, but I think you should know that the man who I buy vegetables from has just been arrested. He must suspect something about us. Let's hope he doesn't say anything under questioning. Now, where am I going to get food from?
Be twice as careful from now on, Meep. Your life is at stake, as I'm sure you realize. I'll explain the problem to the others. We'll just have to make do with less, that's all. Burying our heads in the sand has led nowhere. While Nazi Germany was rearming for war, no one in Europe lifted a finger to prevent it. And now the entire world is paying for it. Ah, it's time for the news.
This is London. This morning, General Eisenhower announced the landing of Allied troops in Normandy with these words.
A landing was made this morning on the coast of France by troops of the Allied Expeditionary Force. This landing is part of the concerted United Nations plan for the liberation of Europe.
We're going to be liberated at last, Otto.
General Eisenhower continued, saying, "We will accept nothing less than total victory." Occupied Europe from Nazi Germany. In stormy weather conditions, U.S. airborne troops captured their first key town, Sainte-Mère-Église. British glider troops seized key bridges east of Caen. Fire with the most intense bombardment in naval history. In all, the Normandy invasion has deployed 150,000 ground troops, 15,000 tanks, 5,300 ships, 12,000 aircraft. Operation Overlord, the largest amphibious assault in history, marks the beginning of the liberation of occupied Europe from Nazi Germany.
Happy birthday, Anne.
As I'm sure you know, I wasn't able to shop. Nevertheless, you're 15 today, so here is my contribution to your future career as a writer.
Oh. And this is from us, a brooch I wore when I was your age. I'm sure it will look lovely on you. There.
Oh, it's really pretty. Thank you with all of my heart to both of you and to Peter. I feel so elegant, and it's all thanks to you.
And this gift is from your mother. And your father, of course. The art history book you wanted so much. And some necessary undergarments.
They're nice.
They're wonderful presents, and I love you very much.
And I want my sister
Thank you, everyone.
to have this.
No. You're crazy, Margot. No, I can't accept it. It's your very favorite necklace. I can't take it.
But you're my favorite sister. I love you very much, Anne.
And I love you too. Dear Kitty, everyone is convinced that the liberation is coming soon. Will this long-awaited freedom, which still seems too wonderful, too much like a fairy tale, ever come true? The best part of it is that I feel that friends are approaching. Is it because I haven't poked my nose outdoors for so long that I've grown so crazy about everything to do with nature? Watching the flowers bloom, seeing the birds, the clouds, the moon, and the stars all give me peace and keep my hopes alive. I simply can't build up my hopes on a foundation of confusion, misery, and death, because I still believe that deep down people are good. I can feel the sufferings of millions, and yet, if I look up into the heavens, I think that it will all come out right, that this cruelty too will end, and that peace will return to the world once again.
Well, my friends, as soon as we're liberated, I promise to take all of you to the very best restaurant in Amsterdam. And I will never touch another bean as long as I live.
And now, let me tell you what I promise. I promise to keep smoking you out, but with the best cigars in the world. Peter, what are you going to do?
Me? I'm gonna go and see all the fantastic films I couldn't see being here.
And of course, Anne will tell you which films you have to see.
It's so wonderful to laugh and to dream. I'm going to pay a visit to every good pastry shop in this city.
And I'm going to buy you a whole new wardrobe.
And a new fur coat. And you, Margot, what will you do?
All I can think about is a nice hot bath and staying in the tub for hours.
Excellent idea.
Well, for one entire week, I want to be all alone.
Fine, as long as you don't forget me during that time.
I understand you perfectly, Mrs. Frank.
All right, dear, I'll stay out of your way. And what about you, Anne?
There are lots of things I can't wait to do. Like going back to school in September, walking freely around Amsterdam, and especially seeing my friends again.
You mean you don't want to go to the cinema?
Dear Kitty, things are going well. There's more and more reason to hope. Really, everything is fine. Incredible news! A general in the German army tried to kill Hitler. What a pity that Der Führer managed to escape with just a few cuts and burns.
Well, what good news do we have today?
It seems that the Allies are gaining ground, but slowly.
That smells good.
Does it? The recipe is simple. You take some canned food, some potatoes, red beans, and more red beans.
Oh.
Yes, may I help you?
Oberscharführer Silberbauer, where is your director, Mr. Kopois? We know you're hiding Jews here. Where are they? Aren't you ashamed to be helping Jewish trash?
Meep should have been here ages ago.
Yes, you're right. It's not like her to be so late.
What is it?
You're so silly.
Where are these filthy Jews hiding?
They must be up there.
Here they are.
Don't move!
There are 8 of you, just as the person who betrayed you told us. Search them. They may be armed. And then search the whole place. Los, raus! I want you all out in the street in 5 minutes. Do you understand?
Bring me all your valuables first. Eure Wertsachen.
Raus!
Ihr
Schnell!
versteht doch Deutsch, nicht wahr?
Goodbye, Kitty. I won't forget you. Promise you won't forget me. I don't want you to disappear. I'm sure Meep will protect you, if she can.
Schnell, schnell, little Jew! Get inside. Quickly, quickly!
My dear, dear Kitty, you're my friend, and I know you understand my message of freedom and compassion for all the men, women, and children of the world, regardless of their race, religion, or belief. May you live in peace and help to make this a better world for all humanity. Oh, it's a dream come true. A diary. Friday, June 12th, 1942. You are the nicest present of all. And I'm going to call you Kitty. Ever since the German invasion in 1940, Amsterdam has been occupied by the army. And now we Jews must wear a yellow star on our clothing. If not, we can be arrested.
Beginning tomorrow, we're going to have to hide.
But Daddy, where are we going?
I think it's better that I don't tell you.
Here we are. So this is the mysterious hiding place?
Welcome to our home in hiding.
Thank you so much for taking us in.
Dear Kitty, I can't tell you how oppressive it is never to be able to go outdoors.
Be careful not to be seen by anyone outside.
I just want to breathe some fresh air. We have to whisper and tread lightly during the day. Otherwise, the people in the warehouse, which is just below, might hear us. Also, I'm very afraid we'll be discovered and shot. That is not exactly a pleasant prospect. Terrifying things are happening outside. Jewish families are arrested day and night and deported. The whole world is at war.
I have fewer and fewer ration tickets, and things are more and more expensive.
What's important is to keep your spirits up and never lose heart.
My greatest wish is to become a journalist.
I really admire you. You know what you want, and you're not a coward.
I'm so happy to be here together with you.
So am I, Anne.
After the war, what I want to do is to publish a book that I'm going to call The Secret Annex. My diary will certainly be a big help. Diary! You are the nicest present of all. And I'm going to call you Kitty.
Beginning tomorrow, we're going to have to hide.
Dear Kitty, I can't tell you how oppressive it is never to be able to go outdoors. Also, I'm very afraid we'll be discovered and shot. Terrifying things are happening outside. The whole world is at war. My greatest wish is to become a journalist. After the war, what I want to do is to publish a book that I'm going to call The Secret Annex. My diary will certainly be a big help.